Look at all these creatures that live in the ocean. They're not all fish. That's right. None of these organisms are fish. There are lobsters and octopus and jellyfish. Oh my, I can see that now. So many different sea creatures, so many shapes and colors. And even though they might be different colors, shapes, and sizes, they're all part of the ocean environment. Actually, there are many different environments under the ocean, an even greater variety than on land. Would you like to see a few? We can see different ocean environments right here at the museum. Of course! My fish come from a tropical region. Can we see an environment with tropical fish? Follow me. Wow, look at all these colors. These sea creatures are just so colorful, just like my fish. This is the coral reef. Coral reefs are like cities in the sea. They are built by millions of tiny animals and support a vast abundance of underwater organisms. It looks like there are nooks and crannies for little creatures to hide. Coral reefs provide food as well as habitat. It's a densely packed community where many animals live on or even inside other animals. That's one way to play hide and seek. I know you like to grow plants in your classroom, Mr. Ritz. Did you know that some fish are farmers too? Really? Check out this dusky farmer fish. They mainly eat from patches of algae that grow on the reef. They guard and cultivate these gardens. That's how they got their farmer nickname. I had no idea you could farm in the ocean or that fish could be farmers. Amazing! Farmer fish are very protective of their gardens. This school of powder blue surgeonfish have to swoop down in overwhelming numbers and gobble up what they can before they are chased away by the farmer. The school of fish? The fish go to school too? A group of fish that swim together are called a school. Did you know that fish swimming together in a group are called a school of fish? Some fish school together to stay safe because they look bigger as a group, and that makes them stronger. Dr. Ritz, how do the fish know to stay together? Do they talk to each other? Fish can communicate with each other. Come, I'd like to show you one more underwater environment. Marine biologists have discovered that fish communicate with each other using color, smell, movement, body language, and bioluminescence. Big word alert! Bioluminescence. Can you count the syllables? Bi-o-lu-in-e-sense. 6. Even in the deepest parts of the ocean, many marine animals aren't in the dark because they make their own light. They use bioluminescence. Chemicals in their bodies mix together to produce cold light, which doesn't give off any heat. Some of the bioluminescent animals, like the anglerfish, get their glow from tiny microbes that live inside special light organs inside their bodies. That is so cool! I wish I had lights on me to communicate. That's not all, Mr. Ritz. Some fish can even make sounds. Fish communicate with each other, especially in the morning and the evening, with a special collection of sounds that scientists call vocalizing. Different fish have different ways of making sounds, like grunts, chirps, and pops. Can you make a grunt sound? How about a chirp sound?
Chirp.
And what about a pop?
Pop.
And some fish fart.
Fart.
I don't think farting counts as vocalizing, Dr. Ritz. Well, actually, they may use farts to communicate. You better watch which end of the fish the bubbles come from. I had no idea fish make sounds. I'll have to listen much closer to the fish in my tank. Dr. Ritz, thank you so much for showing us all the different ocean environments today, but I need to get back to my classroom. You're welcome, Mr. Ritz. Come back anytime. There are even more ocean environments to explore. I would love that. I can't wait to see them. See you soon, Big Blue. Bye-bye. Did you know that you can visit ocean life at the museum too? You can go in person or you can even go online. Visit the American Museum of Natural History online at www.amnh.org/explore. Take a virtual tour with Google Street View. Test your knowledge of the natural world on Kahoot or explore Ology, the museum's science website for kids. We learned about fish, sea creatures, and ocean environments today. We learned that fish have lots of ways to communicate, even vocalizing. We learned that fish need oxygen to breathe, just like us. We learned that fish use their gills to pull oxygen out of the water. We learned that fish even go to school, or at least they swim in large groups to protect each other. What a great community it sounds like. I can't wait to explore with you again, my friends. See you next time. Bye-bye.